The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store. Between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic... Fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check, go. Check. Guys, listen. Ball, Troy.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, hey! Short. Hey, watch out. Check, Mike. Good.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Run left. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Bang out. Bam. Shoot. Slam. Hatchet. Check. Go, 4 down. Hey, 0.
Third and long. It's Wilson being chased out left. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's first and goal. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to...
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Buying time to his left. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 74 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-0. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ricky. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Yeah. Set go. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. Army. Charlie. 49. Mike's 49. Ready. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready. 15 Lonnie. They're running it. Exit. 49. Cut up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That's taken on the 25. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 9, Wilson steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
46 to Mike. I got one.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Mike 46. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Watch safety creep. 14. Safety creep.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. 21-0 our score after one.
Got it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hut up. 49's the mic. Watch 49. They can't hang with us. Hut up.
2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense. If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one. They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
I'm coming up to you. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 4. Go. Check. Tease the mic. Watch Mike. Over. 52 is the mic right here. Alert.
Now Wilson on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Here we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Perfect. 49, guys. Mike, 40. Ready, go.
They'll set up a throw. They got a man. It's Woods. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road. Not
only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
14. 46, boys. 46 to Mike. Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 46. Check.
Wilson forced out to his left. And this is incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. To throw is Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Second and 10 now. Wilson. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check. Watch 54.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. Campbell making the catch. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check, Mike 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Watch out. You got right there. You got tight.
On first down, Wilson rolling to his right. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed busting through to get him for a loss of 6. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. Benjamin. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little.
Mike 54. I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Fair.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Check. Gun.
On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Jim. Check 9. 95.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught at the 10. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. Wilson. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10, and he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
I got you.
Now the Rams bring the offense back out here to go for 2.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Mostert. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Third and 2, now Wilson. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Wilson now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's first and 10. Here's Wilson, flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
Check, reload. Check. Lucky. Switch. One left.
Wilson to throw again. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody...
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jaron Reed picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 15. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is Mostert, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Steps away to his left. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They go play action with Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be caught by the tight end. It's Ed Dixon with a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken short.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Al Woods in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and long. He'll get this complete to Batson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
49, guys. Mike.
They'll drop the throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Then he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Watch twins. Watch twins. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it flop. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They're going to look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it'll be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 3. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh?